Many of you know the count statement, where you can count items like dates or whatever, count A. What it is here, let's say I have a student grade book here. I have a bunch of students here, some are absent, some are late. If I have an X, they're all present. And what it is, rather than manually doing this, I need to know how many absences, lateness here, because some teachers do grade that way. You can use this for other criteria too. I could do the COUNTIF S, and I'll type in equal count if S, and I type in a parenthesis, Control A, displays it here. This doesn't always work, okay? If I just want to do one criteria, this is great. So I'm going to do the criteria range here from these dates here. Drag all the way over. And then I want to just say in here, late. It puts the quotes here. If I do the range here again, I could just type in B7, AD7, much easier that way. I could type quote, it'll put it in automatically here. It's what it's doing here. It's going to say these conditions. It has to meet this or. And then I go over here, it's or. But trying to match up both of them. And if I go into the formula bar here, it says count if S, it's not working. It works for one or the other if you have multiple ranges that you're working with. So what we're going to do at this point here, I'm going to just scroll over to the right. Oops. Just zooming it up a little bit. Scrolling over to the right. And this is not good. What it is here, you have to add the count if S. I have it written in here. And I'll just highlight this text here. A little faster than watching me type it. And you've got that bracket showing up there. I hit the enter key. It's adding up the one late and two absences here. I can drag it down. So you have to do that little bracket there. And what I'm going to do here, I'm pulling this over so you could see it better. It counts these two conditions here. You could even add a third condition, and I could just say ill. I go into here, quote, ill. Oh, not here, but in the formula. I should have done this here. I'll go here, before here, comma, quote, ill. It's getting the 4. But I typed it in here so you could see what we did. But we don't have anybody that's ill. I'm just going to undo. And I'm just going to make this an X here, because it's not going to count that there. So it's doing it here. Next thing you can do, I'm in the grade book. Some teachers, some people had perfect attendance, some people were out a lot. What you can do here, I could do an adjusted average. What it is, if they've had no absences, they're going to get a bonus of 2 points added to their average. If they missed more than 2 classes, they're going to have 2 points deducted from their average. It's an if statement. So I could go into formulas, logical, if. So I'm going to say if this number is greater than equal to 2. Okay. I should say greater than 2, because they're not going to be penalized for just 2. It's saying true. If true, it's this grade minus 2. Otherwise, it's this plus 2. So this person is now a 79. I drag it down. And if you come into here, you'll see how this person, decent grades, but they lost 2 points. Some people are losing points. Some people are gaining points. So that way you can adjust the averages when you're doing this. A little bit of Excel, a little bit of work in the beginning. However, if you're doing grading every semester, quarter, or whatever, you get the formula set up fine. Just do a save as each semester, and you can have the formulas automatically plugged in. I've been using some of these functions for several years now, quite successfully, and as always, I beta test to make sure that it's right, because you don't want to make a mistake where an A student gets a C or a D student gets an A.